Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Sharan Lingam and I am the moderator of this webinar, which is titled as Malaysia Truly Asia. There is only one place where all the colors, flavors, sounds and sights of Asia come together, Malaysia. No other country has Asia's three major races, which are Malays, Chinese, Indians, plus various other ethnic groups in large numbers. Nowhere is there such exciting diversity of cultures, festivals, traditions, and customs offering countless experience. No other country is truly Asia as Malaysia. So today, in this session, we will discuss about tourism places all over the three states, which are Penang, Pera and Selangor. And three panels are joining with us in this discussion. Without further delay, I would like to introduce them. First of all, we have Ms. Ravania Bashkaran, Chief Marketing Officer of Penang State Tourism Malaysia. Next, we have Ms. Tharisiniy Kalidasan, Chief Marketing Officer of Pera State Tourism Malaysia. Finally, we have our third panelist, Ms. Kokilavani Sivakumar, the Chief Marketing Officer of Selangor State Tourism Malaysia. Okay, just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type them into the comment section. I will bring them up during the discussion. And we also have time for question and answer session at the end of this webinar. Now, without further ado, we will start the discussion. Okay. Firstly, I would like to ask Ms. Ravania. Ms. Ravania, could you please explain more precisely about why tourists should visit to Penang?
Yeah, of course, Sharan. Good afternoon, all. Here is the list of the reason behind visiting Penang and why should it be on your bucket list. The Pearl of the Orient. Penang is packed with plenty of attraction to appeal tourists from every corner of the world. Penang has dramatic landscapes, beautiful beaches. It is flooded with colonial architecture and some of the mouth-watering food on the planet. Not only that, the melting pot of cultures makes it even better. On the other side, with the heritage of Georgetown and unique wall paintings, Penang has always been a traveler's dream place to visit. That's it.
Amazing. Thank you for the information, Ms. Ravanya. And now, I will pass the same question to Ms. Tharisiniy too. Ms. Tharisiniy, in your opinion, why tourists should visit Pera State?
Well, first of all, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, everyone should come and visit our Pera State because it is such a beautiful place, and of course, it contains a lot of greeneries. So it was an awesome place to visit, and it worth to. Moreover, for your kind information, Ipoh is the capital of the state of Pera in Malaysia as well as one of the largest cities in the country. At one time, this city was one of the most important cities in the world since it was the center of the world's tin industry. But today, it has become an important tourism destination. So, because of that, I think everyone should visit the Pera State. Pera State. Thank you, Sharan.
Oh wow, wonderful. Thank you for your opinion, Ms. Tharisiniy. And now, Ms. Kokilavani, in your opinion, why Malaysian should visit Selangor?
Thank you, Sharan. Good afternoon, everyone. Selangor, also known Award of Sincerity State, is one of the 13 states of Malaysia. It is on the west coast of Peninsular Malaysia. It is bordered by the Perak to the north, Pahang to the east, Negeri Sembilan to the south, and the Strait of Malacca to the west. Selangor surrounds the federal territories of Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya, both which were previously a part of it. The state of capital of Selangor is Shah Alam and the royal capital of Selangor is Klang. It is most developed state in the Malaysia and it has good infrastructure such as highways and transport. Selangor also has the largest population in Malaysia and a high standard of living and the lowest poverty rate in the country. However, it is still a very green state and covered with the jungle, reserve forest, and so on. So everyone should visit Selangor to gain a lot of exciting memories.
That's good. Thank you for sharing your opinion, Miss Kokilavani. And now, Miss Ravania, could you please tell us more about Penang State to our audience?
Yeah, sure, Sharan. Okay, now the first thing that appears in our mind when we hear the word Penang is food. This is the first reason why everybody must visit Penang at least once in their lifetime. There are many places where one can find a good concentration of hawker stalls and restaurants on the island, especially in Georgetown. The Penang is famous for their Nyonya inspired flavors. Malacca may be famous for their Nyonya culture, but in terms of cooking, it is the Penang Nyonya flavors that capture the arts and also stomach. Among Penang's most popular culinary delights are Penang Char Kway Teow, Asam Laksa, Tau Sa Pia, Rojak Pasambur, Nasi Kandar, and also Hokkien Mee. For example, the most popular place is Nasi Kandar Line Clear. Originating from the Indian Muslim culture, Nasi Kandar is perhaps Penang's best known dish. The dish got its name from the way it was paddled decades ago by balancing pots containing the rice and the curries across the shoulders using a long wooden rod. It is basically steamed white rice served with a variety of side dishes, which include a variety of thick, rich curries and vegetables. There are plenty of 24 hours Nasi Kandar restaurants and stalls in Penang, particularly in Georgetown. Other than that, there are also top places that attract most of the tourists, such as the Habitat Penang Hill, Clan Jetties, Fort Cornwallis, Penang War Museum, Batu Tinggi Night Market, Cape Cock Sea Temple, Penang National Park, Penang Hill, Penang Botanic Garden, and also etc. For example, the Habitat Penang Hill. The Habitat Penang is a rainforest experience that takes you into the heart of the jungle and lets you truly feel all the sounds, colors, and smells up close. Your first contact with nature is through the 1.6 kilometer long nature trail which cuts through the ancient forest over rolling hills and far above the Andaman Sea, all which you can see from several lookout points along the way. For an even more stunning view of the surroundings, visitors can take a Langers Way canopy walk. It's 15 meters up in the air, 230 meters long, gently curving around through the trees. Or they can try the zip line for an up close experience of the jungle. That's it.
Wow, that's amazing to get to know more about Penang. I heard that in Pera has many interesting places to visit. Could you please explain more about this, Darshini, Miss Darshini?
Thank you for your question, Sharan. Actually, there's a lot of interesting places to in Pera to visit, but here I would like to tell seven interesting places. Okay, first of all, I would like to tell Gua Tempurung. Okay, going in with a little expectation, I have to say that Gua Tempurung wet tour is must do. Gua Tempurung is the most adventurous of the things to do in Pera here. Okay, the second thing is we can say that Cali Castle. I think most of them will know about this Cali Castle. The castle is marketed as being haunted, capturing everyone's interest. As you arrive there, you may feel underwhelmed as it doesn't look like much exciting, but as you enter the wine cellar on the right, immediately the fun kicks in. Of course, there's a lot of rooms to explore, different rooms, passage, ways, and when you finally reach the roof, the views are pretty fun. Okay, the third one is we can say that Panko Island. Okay, the best thing about Panko Island is you can able to explore everything in one day. If you do so, here's a few things you must do, such as we can say that you can do ride in a pink taxi, see the sunset at Pasir Boga. What else we can say? Look for the hornbills, snorkeling, and lots of other water sports. Take a short hiking through the forest. Explore full Lingam temple. That's all we can see in Pangkor Island. Okay, come to the fourth point. Fourth point is the Leaning Tower of Teluk Intan. Okay, there's a lot of gimmicks in the world, but Malaysia's Leaning Tower of Pisa was never built for that purpose, initially acting as a water tower. It was started to lean due to soft foundation it was built. Okay, and eventually become a clock tower in town square. The clock tower continues ticking while a few tourists come to take the classic learning tower photos, and also you can even climb to the top of the tower without any charges. It's all free. Okay, definitely the most random of the tourist attraction in Pera, we can say that leaning tower. Okay, the fifth point is Ipoh. As I say that before this, the capital of city is in Pera is Ipoh. Okay, now I would like to describe about Ipoh. Okay, the way I describe Ipoh is a chill out Penang. This is because they both do street art and food to epic level of awesomeness. In Ipoh, you won't be stuck in quiz waiting for a photo of some of more popular places. And the restaurants are just more chilled out. Traffic too, it can be bad in Ipoh, but not the level of Penang. All the popular things to do in Ipoh are accessible and affordable. Ipoh is also known for their cave temple, which is makes for a nice change from the regular temples you have seen hundreds of already. So I think this is the most interesting places to visit in this Pera. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Tharisiniy. You know what? Actually, I'm from Pera too. But today only I get to know more infos about this interesting place here. Definitely in future, sure I will visit those places in my free time. Okay. Now, Miss Kokilavani, could you please briefly share about why tourists should give a visit to Selangor State?
Okay, sure, Sharan. There is a lot of interesting places to visit in Selangor. First, the ICT Park, which is located in Shah Alam, Selangor. This place has to be one of the most popular family attractions in Malaysia. You can cool off in snow walk, an indoor snow park with ice houses, snowman, and a mini bobsled run. While outdoor is really amazing.
Miss Kokila,
Petak and other ferry ground rides too. Other than that, we also have
Miss Kokila, I think you face some connecting issues. Okay, we move to the next question. As we all know, in recent times, due to this COVID-19 pandemic, many sectors had affected, right? So, what are the effects that Malaysian tourism is facing now? And what is your opinion about this, Ms. Darshini?
Thank you for your question, Saran. Okay, as we know that travel and tourism are known as the focal elements of world economics and financial backbones. So, without it, the world economy will suffer tremendously in terms of financial, social, and people's mental upsets effects in the years of ahead. Okay, yeah, of course, it gives a bad impact to us, not only for Para, to overall the country, we can say that. Because especially we take Pera, to visit Pera state not only come from country Malaysia country, also came other tourists from different country. which is we can say that from China, Singapore, Indonesia. But now it was badly impacted by the pandemic and led to the decline and cancellation of a substantial number of tourism trips to Malaysia. So I think, in my opinion, I think that this pandemic gives a lot of bad impact to overall the country. Thank you, Sharan.
Thanks for sharing your opinion, Miss Tashni. And Kogila, can you continue your opinion now about why tourists should visit Selangor?
Yeah, sure, Saran, and sorry for the technical errors. So let me continue from the Forest Research Institute, Malaysia, that has been located in the Selangor. It is another giant nature reserve whose main attraction is Canopy Walkway, a slightly wobbly pedestrian suspension bridge which provides a bird eye view of the rainforest. This is one of the top Selangor attractions. We also have a recent sensational tourism place which has been gone viral in social media, that is the Sky Mirror. Sky Mirror Hike in the district in Kuala Selangor. The place lives up its name, featuring a unique natural phenomenon of a sandbar that only emerged in twice a month, and it perfectly reflects the sky. Sky Mirror is one of the two places in the world blessed with the natural wonder after Bolivia's Sala de Uyuni. Moreover, uh, we also have the Sunway Lagoon, which is more exciting places in Selangor. It is one of the top theme park and one of the best in Asia too. It has the water park, amusement park, a wild park, extreme park, and so on. So these are the exciting places in Selangor.
Okay, thank you, Miss Kogila. And as we all know, we are in the COVID-19 pandemic, right? So, Miss Kogila, as a tourism, I think she faced some connection issues. Okay, so maybe audience, you may ask some questions to the panelists. So I will bring them up to with them first. Okay. In the YouTube comment section, right? In Rakesh asked some questions. So the first question is, could you please tell about the interesting places in Bukit Mertajam? Could you please answer, Miss Ravania?
Thank you for the question. Sharan. We all know that there are many interesting things in VM, such as recreational forest and St. Anne's Church. Firstly, St. Anne's Church. This is a Roman Catholic church located in VM. It is one of the parishes in the Diocese of Penang. Its annual celebration of the feast St. Anne regularly attracts 10,000 pilgrims from Malaysia as well as neighboring countries like Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines, and also Australia. The celebrations last for 10 days and includes the actual feast day on 26th July. The second interesting place is this recreational forest. This is also known as Cherok Toko Nature Park. The park sprawls over 37 hectares of verdant, hilly terrain with its highest points being 457 meters. The park is ideal for health-conscious locals as its green environment are perfect for outdoor activities like hiking and jogging as well as hiking trails that lead straight to its peak. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Ravanya. I think the question is answered, Mr. Rakesh. Okay. Kokilavani, are you there? Okay. We will go to the next question. The next question is, what are the the next question is, oh yes, okay. For your question, wait, okay, could you please share what are the initiatives that took by Selangor government to overcome this problem in tourism Malaysia that affected by the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, sure, Sharan. COVID-19 pandemic has brought up on the severe impacts on service and business industries, and the tourism industry is undeniably one of the most affected. Selangor government has announced some initiatives and post-COVID-19 economic stimulus packages. The Selangor state government has agreed to offer a tourism voucher subsidy worth of 2 million ringgit to use at the hotel premises, theme parks, and licensed homestays too. The state government has also agreed to pay one-off worth of 1,000 ringgit to the tourist guides and the homestay operators. Moreover, there is also a tourism Selangor domestic tourism campaign, Pusing Selangor Dulu, has started to become an eye opener, and as far it has received positive reactions from the public. So these are the initiatives taken by the Selangor government to overcome the effects on the tourism industry due to the COVID pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Kogila. Okay, so the last question in the Q&A session. The question is, what are the famous foods in Pera? I think Miss Tharisiniy, could you can please explain about this?
Thank you for your question, Sharan. Okay, in Pera there's a lot of famous food. Okay, so here I would like to tell some of the foods. Okay, first of all we can see the clay pot chicken rice. Okay, the clay pot chicken rice is served in a clay pot and traditionally cooked with charcoal. Typically addition include salted fish and lepcha. Okay, the second thing is dim sum. I think everyone will know that. Okay, dim sum is a Cantonese specialty widely enjoyed in Ipoh. The third one we can say that curry mee. Curry mee means a bowl of thin yellow noodles mixed with bihun in a spicy curry soup enriched with coconut milk. And the top they will put prawns, chicken, long beans, and etc. The fourth one is Ipoh laksa. Okay, that laksa served in Ipoh is very similar to Penang style Assam laksa and differing only in the garnishes used. Other than that, we also can say that rendang, satay, fishball noodles. Also, we can be say that are famous foods in Pera. That's all from me, Sharan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Tharisiniy. For the last question, our lecturer had asked some question. So, okay, the question is, how can we preserve the tourism attraction places for long term? How you can preserve the tourism attraction places for the long term? So, what is your opinion? I will open this question for all the panel. Anyone can answer. How you can preserve the tourism places?
I would like to answer for that question, Sharan. I think we can do what we call the interesting. Before this, I have said that a lot of interesting places in Pera, right? So let's say we take Kalidasan. Okay, Kalidasan we can what we call can upgrade by the facilities or by the what we call by painting the calico steel again, so that everybody will look attracted by the calico steel. It attracts the tourists more, and also we also can preserve the tourists for long term. I only say for one place. This method we also can use for other places also. I think
Yes,
I answer your question, Sharan.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Tharisiniy. By improving the infrastructure around a particular tourism place, it will improve the preservation of that place. And also, in my suggestion, we can make so many documentaries to give some awareness, social awareness to the people, so they can preserve that tourism place even more in future. So, okay. So we are here at the end of this session. I hope your question is answered, madam. Okay. With that, we have reached to the end of this webinar. I hope that you all had a fruitful session, and thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.